foremost, and I give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash. We see the brothers and apostles and elders and reverends and regular teachers of apostles in the truth. We see salutations for the actions of the society. Day in and day out, and constantly institutions, we say, Shalom. Once again, we outside here to prophesy. Now, I don't know open the scripture. This is the book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Now, in a few days that gone, I've been seeing so majority of the Africans have been seeing a lot of doctrines coming out, like especially onto the Revelation 13, 16 go down, right? Or they talk about the MOTB and they go off with many of them, what they want to call it to be the mark, what they want deemed to be the image, you understand? And I remember doing a video, right? And I was doing a video on literally the white Messiah. And someone shared, and when I watch the name, it's basically someone that maybe have a little unction of what it is to know being an Israelite is, right? But when he shared the image of the white Messiah, he shared the image saying this is the image of the beast that they were talking about in Revelation 13, and that was totally off. So just like the scripture say here, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, and that is such an important thing. Try the spirit. Why you trying the spirit is by reading the scripture, you ask them do this and that, but not just blindly follow this person, not blindly follow these men. And that is what some people are doing, because here why? They're the itching ears. Now when it's scratched, right? When you have an itch and it's scratched, to you it become what? Sweet. Okay, you want to continue to do well. Scratching it, okay, you get a sweet spot now. Sometimes they do this, it's so nice when you scratch it, so yeah, but it's good. And that is what it's going when you hear certain doctrines. It sounds sweet here, it's itching the ears, scratching it here, so that is what's going with these people who be watching the videos or commenting, telling me that hey, the market is and the chip, some of these men that doing the breakdowns on it, and many other doctrines like that, right? That they don't understand. They don't have an unction of the Spirit to understand what it is. Because when you read the scripture, that is why you see how they use common sense. When you read Revelation 13 and you go down to 16, it mentions what? It says to take a mark in your right hand. So how that becomes sin? How is sin when you take your right hand? How is sin when you take your head? How is sin being ejected in the part of your body like that? Matter of fact, okay, let's pinpoint a scenario, right? How it is, you go in a shop and tell them, okay, I sin today, let me buy. Yeah, I sin today, let me buy. Regular today, I'm feeling far bread. It makes sense? No, it don't make sense. It don't make sense, but you see people don't believe it, and you see that when people don't try it, because why? These men are feeding these people wages they want to eat, not wages they need to eat. You understand? Alright, the woman could oppose the men, yeah. You heard something with IUIC recently, how they went behind men back and now the wife divorcing the men. Ways are in the law. And those are the so-called upholders of the law. Right? You see what we're on Christianity. Even when it comes to like, so one of the biggest things touch upon for this week was the MOTV. Because why? So much information coming out. In this past week, I read about 3 different articles about countries that were cashless. Right? One thing people don't realize too is that when they watch certain things that go around the world, like for example, England, they want to make they want to do asylum seekers, right? Meaning that they want to give the immigrants power to buy stuff, but they have to use their currency that they're giving them. So when I was reading that, I said, well, wait, hold on, what? That they use their currency, but use our immigrant. Come in a place, you want a place to stay. You don't care about what it is they're giving you just go and take it. Right? So much of things happening. And these are talking about it being sin. Some people talk about being spiritual. And that's like many other doctrines that they hear. Many other doctrines that they hear. That these false prophets are outside there teaching that they just totally off. Some men teaching that everybody can get saved. So they know they make being a Hebrew Israelite become Hebrew Christianity. And this is the time that we're in. know, at the end of the day, that is a prophecy. False prophets coming out in that abundance is a prophecy. Right? It was written to happen and it's going to happen. You see, the blind shall lead the blind, and both shall fall into a ditch, meaning that it's supposed to have the blind. It's supposed to have them that will lead the blind. You understand? That's just what it is. But when you hear somebody stop it, now, obviously to us, in the spirit soul, when you hear certain things, it is totally some off, because you know the truth. But when someone that don't have the truth, you see how easy it is to let them be blinded or fall into that snake. Especially people that only following after the lust. Some of these guys will keep pork, they'll go and get this man that say he's King David, and he eating pork and saying he will turn the thanksgiving and Christmas unto the day of the Lord. Like if he have that power. You know?
They're talking now about how I see teaching that mark is sin, and we was dealing with how stupid that is, because if the mark is sin, then all of we get the mark of it. And we know you can't repent if you take the mark. It's not something to just take out of your body. So by teaching the mark is sin, you teaching that there's forgiveness when you take the MOT, and the scripture don't teach that. Because the scripture talk about when you go to Revelation, how the Heavenly Father poured his wrath on all those who took the mark. So if the mark is sin, then all of us, under that condemnation from the Heavenly Father to receive the judgment. So now they have to answer the question, who are the people the Lord is going to save from the judgment he pouring on the earth? Who are those people? Because to teach the mark is sin is to teach you to take the mark and be forgiven of it. And then
that is one of the questions that is never answered. No matter how much times, brothers, my opinion. That one of the things, even when I did a video on the mark, as well as asked, if you're teaching that the RFID, right, or the chips, then when this become mandatory, are you going to take it? No, you just get all kind of different comments on the videos when you do it. Men just come and tell you, no, the chip is on the mark. That is not the question at hand. You're asking a simple question. Hey, when this become mandatory, are you going to take it? You can never answer that, because they know they're going to take it, because why? They want to be accepted in this place. The thing about it is this, they're not ready to stand for the Lord. They want to stand for this place. That is why when the job was going around, they had some of the council said in the congregation, won't take it. Till the fact where one of the members was like, when he took it, he said he feel like the spirit leave him. You understand? That is the men going to follow on a daily basis. That the men going to uphold. You understand? And but again, or the head of the false prophets, false teachers. You understand? And then get that to take. Let's talk about camps and camps and camps. Back then in the Messiah days, that camps. You had the Pharisees, you had the Lord, you had the apostles and so forth. Right? It had different groups back then. The same way back today, going to have different groups. What if it won't happen? Everybody come together underneath what if it is talk about it? And in one thing, it wouldn't make sense. Different doctrines can never agree. The truth can never agree with a lie. Why brothers say, no, they're not coming together. Or you can even listen, or you can even want to be with somebody that's telling you that it's sin. Or that the Messiah white, or that anybody can get saved, and Esau going to rule, Esau still going to rule after the 1,000 years, and so forth and so on. Like madness.
The Lord not about all people coming together. But it's just about what fellowship it have with light and darkness. Right? Because the Lord about separation. Remember we had to understand that the Lord is holy. And when you go into the holy way, it means separate. So they will scripture say I think in Matthew 20:25. Right? When the Son of Man coming to separate. She shows the events like that, Matthew 24 to Matthew 25. This is Matthew chapter 25 from verse 31. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from the other, as a shepherd divided his sheep.
Yeah, so basically Yahushai ain't doing nothing different. We father did it. Because the father separate when they read Deuteronomy 32 verse 8. The Lord separate the nations. He didn't have all our we together and all people is one. No. Some to do the same thing and I tell you that here. We don't do that.
As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Yeah, so you're going to separate the sheep on the right hand, and we all know who are the sheep. Matthew 15, 24. He was not sent but unto the Lordship of the house of Israel. Go ahead.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
So you see who the kingdom I have not prepared for. The sheep, the Israelites. This was already ordained before the foundation of the world. So where this all people coming together, where salvation is for all people. Lies. Right? And they were all these nations them teaching them. They were IUIC them teaching them. Doctrine after the children of men.
All because why? They want our money. You understand?
Yeah. It's because talk about the solo for the filthy hookah. You know, for that bread, that's not money.
Anybody who have a farm raising animals, they know that it's necessary to separate the animals. You don't see the sheep in the same pen with the goat. You don't see the cattle in the same pen with the sheep and what have you. There needs to be a separation between these animals. And if we can accept it in agriculture or animal husbandry, why is it hard to accept that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai separate the nations? Why that hard to understand? A lot of the things we have issues accepting pertaining to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it exists in nature. And nature is a direct reflection of who the Heavenly Father is. And if we separate the animals in nature, you don't see the lion playing with the antelope. You don't see that. Yeah. When the antelope know a lion around, he only guard, he know to cut tail and run. You see, everything is a separation. Yeah, up and down. It's up and down in unison together. No, it's not. Up will always be up, down will always be down. So, what is the issue accepting that the Lord separated the nations? And he chose one nation to bestow his love on, known as the vessels fitted for honor. That's not hard to understand, that's not hard to accept. But you see, Jake have been programmed. It's no longer deceived, they're just programmed now to just follow this particular rhetoric. Even though the apostles come straight down, have proven all the doctrines that Christianity teach to be false, they will still fight against it.
You see, because it's so good. You see, it's all about that feel good for Jake. Feel good and vibes. You know, they say, they be just vibes up. You know? It's about nothing about something being serious until it's too late. It's the same way with crime right now. When in the early when people are saying, they're going to get worse because they think when they're promoting the things, when they're music, when they're listening to the things. Nah, we're a party, we're a life, it's vibes. Now with bad people who's getting breaking, all of a sudden now we should stop. What causing this? No, what is the cause of it? What is the cause of it? And it's going to get worse, it's not going to get better. We all are making it seem like, you know, you go home, you come down to save all it now. Jason, let's say Jason, but we get our jokes about it, it's a joke with brothers, but he not coming out all in no way, you know. Exactly. You understand? The only salvation is going to come from Jake, is from who? From Yahweh Shai. Nothing else. You all believe, you all really feel Beyonce and these people all they look up to, go and sing. Matter of fact, they're referring to.
Maximus Dan had this song singing out. Why are you looking at?
We were talking about, what fellowship, the lion, how the antelope.
Yeah.
Right? Think again. Yeah, Sirach 13 and 15.
It says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. Verse 16. All flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
A man will cleave to his like. Right? Let's see what? Every increase love it is kind. That's why the Lord he separate. He put the goats and the sheep mix up together. And the man love it is kind.
This is something that I was telling somebody this a little while back. Is that these other nations they don't have to love. In the ancient days things were separate. Esau was here, Jacob was same thing, right? Before whatever it may be. Right? They didn't love all because they know the difference between the people. They love their own. Jacob was supposed to love you know, and that is when the curse is coming with us. Till this day, they see the difference. Esau loved you, right? But Jacob, because it's so play with that, he hate me. You understand? You watch a man, you know, that there's people that make jokes about it, but it's a serious thing. Like when this white man going in the hoods, the most dangerous hoods, right? And he going in and he doing an interview and that Jake selling out himself, you know? But let Jake go to the same interview, they will kill him. You know? That's how heavy the hatred is. Right? So listen up. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them the earth, and they that are led of them are destroyed. You understand? And that is just basically it is. All the teachers, all the prophets, the people that are put up as leaders, every single thing are wrong or the fake. Everything are wrong, all is set to lead or they don't have path of destruction. The leaders, the men who put them as leaders, have them set up for a reason. Right? Have them set up for a reason to never bring order to a proper mindset, to a proper way. And so I say keep all in a docile state. Have all the stripping. You know? Beyonce here, Jay-Z here, do you understand that these people are Freemasons? Do you understand where their bloodline coming from? Why they was chosen, why they was set up here? Now when men talk about it, you know what they say? Conspiracy theories. That's how foul their mindset, that's how idiotic Jake is, and how simple it is. That's why they're going to be destroyed for the simplicity. You understand? They're going to destroy faith. Every Lord say you're going to number all it to what? To be sword. Straight in. Straight in. You rebuke our word, it's not going to have no more. It's going to be rebuked, or they're going to feel it now. But they're going to feel it. There's the time we're coming into. Feel Esau taking talk? You see Esau talking right now? Esau doesn't make him place. Or they protest anything in this, that, because something, you feel it's okay? You feel the Lord won't care?
Jeremiah 5 and 30, the wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests were ruled by their means, and my people love to have it so. What will he do in the end thereof? Yeah, well, even when the Most High visit him. Understand? We love to have it so. So, let it be on us and our children.
Yeah.
Understand? When they crucify them, and we understand their children, and so said, so that. Understand? They love to have it so. You rather be darkness than light.
You see the purpose for the human beings.
Yeah,
You realize,
so whatever they want it for, they'll make anything something.
Make
That's
anything
not
something.
accomplish their own goal.
The name is not Yahweh, they will try to tell you the name is M. All this other stuff. They'll try to break it down as something we feel. They'll try to make it something we feel. And the thing about it is this, like, a little while back, talking to somebody and they say they had a distinction in theology. I say, what the fuck I do with the Lord? I say, what I do with the Lord? I said, that teaching anything about the Lord, it was what we saw. Because they know, I know, theology have nothing to do with the Lord. It's a basis of how to teach. Right? It's a teaching of something. Right? And that is what they do. That is why you see all the pastors have a particular way they just teach. There's raise the voice thing, higher motivation. There's a way there's higher teaching the catch. You understand? It's like a bird trap. That is what they do, a bird trap, and all these birds they get trapped inside that cage.
The love to your life.
Yeah.
The love it.
Yes.
That's why you gotta bring on that recently. Right? The love them thing. And people love to have it low. Right? When you reading Isaiah 30 and verse 10. You say, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
So that's the thing, you tell them, let's imagine, right? People telling them, don't tell me nothing, don't tell me the right thing. Don't prophesy unto us the right thing. Tell me something else. You understand? So you come and tell these people, they're going on, the MOTB. World War, famine, these things. They don't want to hear that.
Did Jake telling you about these prophecies? Were you telling me if you ever been swallowed?
Yeah, they want to hear that.
You ever been swallowed?
They want to hear that.
They want to hear people that want to hear.
Jake has been looking at constant state of seeking pleasure. You know, the pleasure centers and the hormones secreted in the brain where, you know, we enjoy the certain activities. Jake on that constant dopamine and serotonin high. So when you bring them in truth, it's just like it is entertaining, you know. The bigger the spin you could put on it, is the more you go have Jake's lining up to listen. You know, that's the state with Jake in. And what Jake will realize, the enemy profits off of your willful ignorance. Because we in our time, Jake have no excuse to be ignorant, you know. Scripture talk about knowledge increasing. You know, we look, 20, 30 years ago, none of us thought we would have been holding a device in the hand with access to the internet to play the games we used to run away and break school for to play. We're doing all of that on one little device. So Jake, without excuse in this time to know what the truth is, the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and what is expected. So a lot of Jakes probably practicing the excuse when the Lord break the sky and they say, well, Lord, I didn't know enough. I didn't know you can't come with that. Jake get too comfortable in this place. Jake have the ultimate form of Stockholm syndrome. You know, they start to sympathize with the enemy.
But in the comfort, so shall they be destroyed. Because at the end of the day, one day, you don't ever stay in the comfort zone too long. Something, and Esau ain't going to make all the stay in the comfort zone too long. That's the reason why they're passing these laws. That's the reason why they're bringing these things. That's the reason why they have all they do. Look how they have them. Just a hit all the boom. You understand? Like, for example, for example, right? Election coming up. Well, America election, right? And Jake's still thinking it's a joke. They're still making, you see the DNC, whatever this, well, we might talk about the DNC because, I mean, we just have basically the same, we just have rallies. So the DNC is basically a rally, right? When they come to the party and so forth. And if you see Jake cooling in the crowd, you understand? Dancing, you know, they hearing who was Lil John and one of them in the background to the time. If you see them and that's watching, I say, watch these fools. Watch these fools. Watch his state all in. You know? Dancing and cooling for these people.
He's on a seduce them. Let's say Proverbs 12 and 26. So the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Because when he so seduce them, he knows that when them transgress, he will always rise above them.
Yep.
Because you know the outsiders beat them to bring them down.
And Juliet mentioned that. When the man said, if the Lord be with them, we can't do them nothing. But when the Lord know them,
Yeah.
he know them.
That's them.
You know? That is just, they know that. Like, Esau knows. Look at that. Esau knows he chose the people. Esau knows. You see, that is why they come to the norms. Around recently put and release the images and the prophets and so forth. And he bring it out in the thing and he release it. All of a sudden in America, oh, what person do you know that? Think that is not true. They know. They know. They know who the chosen people. There's a reason why they push themselves to be the chosen people. There's a reason why they put themselves in the land to say, oh, they are going on. We as the chosen people are the Lord. They know it about chosen people are the Lord and they know who the people are. There's a reason why they just afflict me so much. Now, the perpetual hatred will always be there. You look at the perpetual, it means everlasting. Never ending. It will always be there no matter what.
You feel so only need. You saw only need, but he ain't gonna teach you that.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why they put it in the Bible, in the Tetragrammaton. YHWH. They know. They know. The name go back to that. Then you have Jake in the midst. You have Jake in the midst still in it. You have Jake in the midst still in it. You have Jake in the midst still in it. You
He was
understand?
the one saying that Yahweh and Yahushai is the
Same
same
thing,
name.
yeah. And then he go, when they say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they basically say Yahushai twice. And the next triplet, man, and the next side bowling, yeah, those guys, those jigs are whoa, those jigs. Well, that judgment you receive for them. You telling me Esau know that the name go back to YHWH, but you You are Israelite. Now we could call him anything. You play yoga. You understand? And you see about it, that is the prophets. The people choose. No, at the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be.
Can.
You understand? That's how it's supposed to be. Because they say many are called, few are chosen. I'm telling you that it's, the numbers all I have means nothing. It means nothing to the Lord. That's what the Lord said, you go say what? A remnant. You look at the word remnant, it means what? A small amount. When you look up the 144,000, how many go to the yard? What 8 billion, no, man? Alright. 8 billion people. Take all the heathens, right? Say you can't number Israelite, the sun and the sea. So we can't be numbered, right? We cannot be numbered. So we expect it to be big. You know, it may look like the rest of it will be big, right? So you telling me, right? You telling me 144,000 once you say what a big number. However big it might be with you, right? 140. You know smaller numbers? I think people don't even grasp, people don't even understand what that is. 144,000 out of the numbers at Jake, it's like it's very little. And I thought the 130 in between. Is it 140,000 and the 130? Yeah, from the 130.
From that one.
Right.
From direct.
Yeah.
But that is just a small amount because the scripture says the righteous scarcely be saved. Where shall they go on God be appear? That is just a small amount.
1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of power. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that will be not the gospel of power? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So you see that great amount. So look at the majority of people who lost in Islam, who lost in Christianity. So when you read the scriptures, what they say? They shall serve other gods, even more than four. Right? These is prophecy. And the so-called white man know hey, Jakes love giving into pleasure.
Yeah,
They love that because hey, if the Lord delivered them with the mighty hands out of Egypt, and they still went back onto idol. And these other nations say, boy, what them is foolish people. This is why the Lord called them sottish. Right? So even Esau said they know the foolish. Right? Yeah, he just put it in plain sight for them. The so-called white man, he just put his name because he put it in the movie Indiana Jones, the Red Lady Lost Ark with the medallion. You see the Hebrew name? In the last one for that, the name of the Father Yahweh. You see it on the medallion.
He put it in the old Moses.
Right, yeah.
The stone.
Yeah, he did. He put in all these things, but guess what? He don't teach you that. He don't teach that language. He gave us the Assyrian Hebrew, he gave Yiddish, and these things, but he ain't gave you the Phoenician tongue, the holy tongue. He ain't gave you that, he ain't teaching you that. Because he know it's detrimental to him. Because the prologue as Sirach said, he thinks that
One language,
and change said it in another tongue, it holds not the same force. So he ain't going to give you that true language to call upon your Basham, your Shai. Because you know that will fuck you up.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy, when the first part, right, the first mommy, when he show up and the man pull up all the chains, for Christianity, put this, but when he go into there's one that says Star David, right? And he put it out instead of talking in Hebrew. Mommy, stop. So wait, hold on. Oh, you know the language of the gods. You understand?
He said the language of the slave.
Language of the slave, sorry, yes, language of the slave. Language of the gods was from our next one. Sorry, our next one I'll watch, that had the Hebrew tone in it, and the man will tell them, wait now, how you know the language of the gods? You know, by the language of the slaves. So that's to show you, telling you one time.
He tell you they know.
So you see, there's pay there. There's pay right in between.
So all them other language is waste of time.
Yeah.
For the mommy was going and fuck him up.
He will come and match him up.
The mommy was going and match him up, but he called upon that.
And notice, when he was saying prayers, he was calling the name of the various gods.
Yeah, and each one.
So what he said in Hebrew to make the mummy stop, it wasn't just a phrase, boy. If he was calling on all the names of the God, he had to probably was calling on the name in Hebrew. Now when they say there's the language of the slaves, go back to the Bible, who was slaves in Egypt? There's only one people, the Israelites.
And with Esau having power, he just wanted the nomes that had slaves in Egypt. What does want to say is that the Egyptians built Egypt. No. Egypt didn't build Egypt. A king don't ever just make people just come and build something. No, there's house. The whole kingdom was back then. Right? Jake was there. Building up, that is why when you watch their hieroglyphics and so forth, you see they have things of the chariots and they have the things of the slaves put in the bricks and so forth. Till to this day, Esau's will come and say, well, it's aliens, teach them how to put the tree thing, line up with the moon and all that madness, you know, just to throw people off, you know?
Even if you go back in the history to show that, you know, the Mayans and them was skillful in navigation and the star, you know, the center, was skillful,
Very.
So, who made Egypt great? And Joseph. Joseph made Egypt great.
Who today, I think there's one who call him Imhotep, you understand? But it's literally Joseph that do it, right? And that's proven, that was actually proven through like history that it's Joseph that do it, right?
No, I know we just talking about the name. If you don't know the name, you don't know the correct doctrine. If you deny the name, you deny the doctrine because there's a doctrine that goes with the name.
But let's add something to say into it. This is why it's so important to know who it is you're listening to, who it is teaching you, who it is bringing for the scriptures there. Because the same man are telling you that the mark is sin, the same man telling you that the name is important. But them is the same man coming to tell you, do not call their bishop name, call him Bishop Nathaniel. So his name important, right? His name important. But everything else not. There's madness. There's madness. Or they don't even understand what it is all they're doing. Or they rather the praises of men, the praises of the Lord. And that's what's going on. Everything for it is a show. That's why when they talk about all the garments, the most, talk about the outer appearance, you know, or they look good. That is true. That why when I do videos and I say Hebrew Christianity, because what they do was take the Christianity following and bring it into the Israelite thing. The way they dress is something that they teach in the church. It's a reason why pastors run a shirt and a tie. It's a suit. It's a suit. Yeah, a whole suit. Custom made suit sometimes too. Then you want to have a Versace, a Prada, no a thing. There's a reason why they do that. It's to make it feel like they're going on. Yeah, the Lord with me. I bless.
Yeah,
you know? Gain is godliness. Acts 8. It's you believe remember now matter. The main thing. That's why that's good. Now you come back to it. It's the book of Acts chapter 8 verse 20. It says, but Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast taught that the gift of God may be purchased with money. And that is how the companies that is why when they ask for anything in the church, or they just freely give, because they believe that the gift of the Lord can be bought with money. It don't work so. The Lord tell you, you do the lowly, you do the poor. You understand? You do the poor. So what I'm telling you that the money means nothing to him. And you see, that money doctrine go back to like it's an Egyptian belief. Because they believe that when you die, you have to have something in your pocket to pay.
That's a
Roman thing, but
when they put the coin over here, why they receive it to royalty? All civilians and people never used to get the coin to over there because they deem their soul not important. When the royals used to get the gold coin on the island, used to do that. So when they meet for the Egyptians is Anubis, and for the Romans is, when we say they rebound the boat man to carry them over to wherever the soul will be judged.
So that belief stem from idolatry, right? So
that went to Egypt during the Byzantine Empire. So when they joined when they say that we have one God for both our people to worship. That is when they bring together all the doctrines.
Right. That is why when you watch like the Greek, the Romans and so forth, you can some of the belief you can draw it straight back to Egypt. You understand? Like that piece, I think somebody goes and all too. So that is how piece of history. But with all them, name more important than that. You understand? Then you have this next man who needs to carry that going off in every single thing. You know, this is the kind of things that they're getting right now. And they just let's expect some what it is really outside there. When you go on YouTube, right? No. You know, so many brothers say to tell you, in the early days of YouTube, when videos used to form, you never used to see so much of men talking about stuff, right? Now that they're seeing things spreading out so forth and thing, all of a sudden Christians doing regular. All of a sudden Christians telling about the name, about the image, and so forth and this thing. But with that, Plenty people go believe that because it sound good. It sound nice. It sound appealing to the ears. So they fall for that. And then, going back to what I say here, they like the way we look. IUIC take a trade. The purple garment, the gold, this and that. They know that it is. But Jake, everything is about visuals. You understand? Like what the man say, I was watching a video about a week ago, when the man say, well, they don't want to get for something, I don't know, but I know what he didn't say. But he say something along the lines that, they don't do this, or let them make sure the videos edit up to the T. Make sure they have HD cameras and all this kind of stuff. You know, that's the kind of mindset they're in. It's not about the truth, it's all about the appearance and the way how things look. Right? Once you fall in somebody like that, it's only one way going. Only one way going.
Yep.
Because when shit gets stiff, you can eat. The money gone. Start to look ugly. What going to happen? You know what they're going to do? They'll put their hand out soon. You understand? Because to them,
Take
the
that.
mark is what? Sins.
Don't be so.
Same as when I was free in Egypt and there's in the wilderness, they say, well, where you bring me out here for? To
die?
That we did stay in Egypt.
And that go back, just repeated the whole circle now.
So after when Jacob traveled and started chicken down and hit hardcore, plenty Jacob pulled their hands.
Some of them that even end that know that they're not supposed to take it with. That is how serious it is. No, you don't know. Right? Who it may be or who take, but that is how serious it will be. Especially some of these people that music just like the people who drive in the car. Cemetery music. But nonetheless, right? That's as you brother said, that's true. Just making a whole thing, because even when they wanted to go to any time of like them club and them hardship, cheap, they just start to switch.
Like when I to all the gods that they know, Allah, this one,
See
that
him,
one.
Blue Jay, turn up.
Now even in that day, they start to make their own.
Yeah.
And that's something. No, that's so much on God. Right? That Jake Bishopman. That you can't even check it. Yeah, one of those Jake worship, you can't even check it. And one of the biggest exceptions is astrology. Playing on the stars and
Universe.
the universe. Was it so that and they bring on that time with the doctrine of the universe. The doctrine of the universe is a reason why they have or they believe in that. It's called manifest. Right? That manifestation talk back to a doctrine. A whole doctrine. I wish I have it on the phone, I believe it's about a whole doctrine. A whole belief. It's a reason why it was taught to have what they believe in that is the universe and that they can manifest the universe. It just basically, what I go back to is just basically removing the Lord from the plane. Now you're dealing with the universe and now you're manifesting. So you're just taking the Lord out of the good plane. Right? And many other things. In that day, Jake won, they go want something to worship.
They go the same thing with them atheists believe it.
They can't.
They remove the most sign.
Yeah.
And they say, evolution. You know? The elements create them.
Yeah. How's that mad doctrine? But that's
Create the elements. The elements them just appear. Create the elements.
If I may add, last night I was having a discussion with some co-workers. I think I'm a supervisor. Said something. He said, if there's one thing, he said, it has nothing to do with religion and who believes. He said, one thing is that wherever it is you sow, that way you reap. You understand? And it basically, even what you say kind of making sense, but it's still off. It's still off because it goes back to the laws at the most side.
Well, technically, he right.
No, but that was said technically,
yeah.
in a way, he correct.
Yeah,
But
you reap where you go sow. So yeah, you follow any laws?
because it has some people will use that to say, well, use your own God.
Yep. But we come to now, we already do. I'm not come to say we is, well,
Wherever it
the
is.
scripture talk about we is gods, right? But not that. What you trying to say is that we is he was here higher power than that. So we ask him at time, we tell him, we say fly. Fly. If he is God, fly. Do we have to do now? He say, well, no, well, so that's how we do. Fly. If we is that, you know, if we is the Almighty, then fly. Show me you can fly. Bring forth the strong cord. You understand? Bring it.
When he was saying, the person was saying that God is not ready about religion of God. It's about as a soul that you but that's a law. What power is there to ensure that that law takes place or is maintained or is upheld? It had to have a higher force because if it has no God, that means God simply means power. That means it has no power to enforce what you call a law there. So who enforces it?
No, they believe when they mention that, when they talk about that go back to the law of nature. That itself is a doctrine by itself because they believe that you see you do good, you receive good, you do bad, you receive bad, right? Now that's just basic. That's just common sense. If you do good, you receive good, that's just basic thing. Yeah, you're growing up, you do something bad, you get it. You do something good, you get rewarded. That's just basic. You come like with the laws of the Lord. You break the law, you have to receive. You ain't break the law, you're good. Simple as that. But what it brings to it is the nature part of it. Meaning that nature will always find its way to karma and this kind of stuff now. So it's a whole doctrine.
Well, by the scripture, let's talk about doing it to wicked man. That's supposed to be good and doing it wicked.
Yeah, that's what the Exodus 3:15 now. For all those who say the name not important, the father didn't give it the name, and even hinting at the fact that he changed it. But you know Malachi 3:6 said, I am Yahweh, I change not. You know, they Exodus 3:15. And Paul said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh your power of your fathers. Was that from the city? And Moses said unto Paul, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the power of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? And Power said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am, hath sent me unto you.
Yeah, so you know, a lot of them just run with this and say, yes, I will do signing I am that I am. Right? But when you go into the Hebrew, right? Yah means he. Awa means exist. So basically saying, you know, he sent me unto all the Most High.
He is. Because when he went to and say, I am that thing, when Moses called himself the Almighty, when he went to him, he said, he is, has sent me unto you. Yes. He is, give many laws to give all it. He is the that, not I am.
He is the man.
He is, and he will be.
You know?
So it's basically praying in a third party context. And that is what I want to do.
What you do.
What I want to say, I am that I am, I just want to put it in a first party. When Moses tell them, you say, he is, you know, he exists.
So when you break down your name, that is what it means. He is to be. Who the Lord is omnipotent and omnipresent. No, and he will be. It have no end.
Not I.
Yeah, he.
Not I.
Not
He.
he.
Because if Moses going to say I, they call it himself. They tell him he.
And if we look at it, I am that I am is a title. Now, we all know about Dracula, we know about the Prince Vlad.
Yeah.
You're known as Vlad the Impaler. If you say Impaler Vlad, and it's the same person you're talking about, you can either put the name before the title or the title before the name. It's still the same person you're talking about.
That was not even the name. As I said, the title, the nickname they give him, not even the title, like the nickname, because that's how we used to display he conquer Allah. His name pale the soldiers at the opposing side and had him on display.
And I believe it's all because he was defending himself.
Yeah, well, if you come into Tenga City and you see thousands of men in pain, will you go in and say, you're going on, you go back.
He used to do it to an extent because of he didn't want to come to attack his place. So he said, you see, he went to the extreme, but, you know, nonetheless.
Yeah. The reason why I say all of this, you can put the title before the name, or the name before the title, it's the same person you're talking about. Because they always stop at verse 14. They never read verse 15 because the Lord didn't finish talk to Moses. Because when you go to verse 15, it says, and Power said moreover unto Moses. He didn't finish talk, he continued speaking the message to Moses. Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, hath sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
Right, so when you read in verse 15, you will see the Lord name in full capital letters. So into who? Yahweh. Or when you read in Isaiah 42 and 8, he said, I am the Lord Yahweh. In full caps. I am the Lord Yahweh. That is my name. So you reveal his name. But the scripture say what? You reveal his name unto his servant, the prophet.
And to us, I always say that, you don't understand, like, when you read it down, when the Lord was talking to Moses, two of them must have a conversation. So he talked to them, and then he tell them, you now go unto them, tell them, he is, right? He sent me. Not that I sent myself. He sent me. So you understand how it went down.
The context of it.
Yeah, the context of it. And
The
that is
Lord
what
was speaking, he was saying, I am. When Moses spoke, he said,
he is.
He couldn't give himself that.
Yeah, he cannot give himself that title because think about it. The chairman going to talk to you, but he talking about I. Right. So I come to talk to this brother. Right? This brother give me tell me something. And I come and tell me about I tell him whatever it is. I write here talking to
I
you.
say to tell you, I'm meeting down the road in about 14 minutes.
It wouldn't make sense saying I. You can't say that to the people. Right. You say he say.
That is the reason the name is broken down as he and not I.
Exodus, go to Exodus 14. Still at 4. Exodus 4 and
This is Exodus chapter 4, verses 21 to 22.
right, because the Lord done give Moses his name already. Just say, Yahweh. They need you going in here now. They need you going on to Pharaoh and let him know.
Before you bring us from that, I'm going to bring something in, right? Before you bring it, just mention that. This Proverbs chapter 30 verse 4. They say, who had ascended up into heaven or descended? Who had gathered the wind in his fist? Who had bound the waters in a garment? Who had established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name? If thou canst tell. Now even through time, the name was so important that asking you tell about the name. It's a very important thing. You know, to glorify someone or something, you have to know the name. You can't come and tell a man, hey, that food tastes good. What place tastes good? Nah, you can't run on name. Make sense? But you won't glorify whatever it is. You know, to glorify the Lord, you have to know the name.
Acts 4 and 12.
Yeah, we were there. Yeah, we were there like a praise too.
If you don't know the name,
Yeah, they don't know the name. We were there like a praise too. Come on. You know, that's it. Just like simple things like that, you can use like common sense and you can understand. If you had to glorify the Lord say where to glorify his name, right? You had to glorify him. And you telling people that his name not important. So how you going to, who it is you going to glorify?
scripture said the name of the Lord is a strong
So
tower.
the righteous, finish it, the righteous run and take.
And the
Oh,
safe.
that's safe.
So you understand, when people say that the name not important, they is not the righteous. They just prove in the scripture, telling you straight. They say the righteous run and take. So only the righteous will know it and seek it. The rest,
Scripture said the elect shall praise my holy name. So then everybody not calling upon the name, everybody don't have the name.
Acts 4 and 12.
Acts 4 and 12, yeah.
Amen.
It says Exodus 4, 21 and 22. And Yahweh said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
So, another thing too that people don't realize. You deal with that power so strong. He's sending you on time, man. And on the side, he had it in his hand one time. That's so powerful in others, and you trying to say his name not important.
And that was done to what? To glorify you said?
That I can't.
So that
yeah.
when time passed, people say, boy, I hear about all the Lord before the religion.
But then after the situation, who did say that? When they was passing through the land, and there was like, who did pass through?
That was saying, it's not really about the spies and them, like why she give them refuge. Because by hear what the Lord before later.
Yeah, from the other side, yeah.
Right, that was
All
saying.
the inhabitants of the land in fear because of all this.
Because right, that is what
Correct. And she said, well, they're hoping now. You know, the refuge when I asked it, well, you know what I mean?
And she was mentioned, and she remember what she was, right? A harlot. Right, she was a harlot. And the Lord still did what she. Still to make she name be mentioned in further scriptures going on.
Right, they say show the Lord Lord went out through here.
Yeah, can.
Nah, but you gotta move the fucking up them down there, boy. Yeah.
Jonah, when he was in the boat,
When you want to start
yeah,
in trouble.
you want to tell in trouble.
He
What
said,
is it?
and God, Isaac, he would say, wait, that is the man. This is the reason we're going through this because,
One time.
yeah,
And that is just what it is. They know. And it's all about glorifying the Lord. What the Lord? You feel the Lord know why he glory? The Lord know what he glory? Every situation that happens, where is it? When I think I might mix it up, but with Daniel and the children, right, with the children, right, in the fire, and the thing when he see the fort, and after the men are wrong and they burn up another. Wait, this is what the king said. Have it. Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
They never see a power like that.
They never see a power like that. So actually, everything has been done to glorify the Lord.
Verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, all caps, all caps. Thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
The feeling is these nations know our power, you know, because the whole East Indian man tell me, he says, you know why all the people so low? Because all your God give me that power. And when all the sin, that is why we don't be above all them. And the scripture show you that. Right? Let's hear one more second now. Psalm 125.
Psalms 125. This is Psalms 125 from verse 2. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so Yahweh is round about his people from henceforth even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity.
Right, so when we commit transgression, iniquity, the enemy does rise above us. Yep. Because the Lord say in Deuteronomy 28, if we hearken unto the voice of the Lord, he will make these other nations be headed, and he will make me the tail. And it happened because we sin against our power. And these nations are above. But when you look at all these businesses here, who you think own them?
That's why the scripture says we move the Lord to what? To rattle. To rattle. Yeah, we move him. When you move somebody to rattle, there's can't control yourself sometimes. So man, you can't move somebody to rattle. Yeah, yes sir. I'm not moving to rattle.
The scripture said that in Amos 3 and 1.
Yeah.
He said, only you have I known of all the families of the earth, they have punished for your evil. Lord give you glory on Tana.
In Jeremiah 5 and verse 24, he said, neither say they in their heart, let us now fear Yahweh our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquity have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you.
Yeah, our sins have withholden good things from me, because now the blessing with the Lord told unto Moses, if the heart unto me diligently, they will be a blessed nation. You know? In the storehouse and everything. Everything they try to say, they will prosper. But guess what? You didn't do that. That is better than life.
And you know it's a strange thing?
Wherefore the evil will keep on top.
Even though Jacob,
They're close.
You know, the funny thing is, if Jacob did keep the law, statutes, and commandments, they would have experienced the favor of the Most High, right? But yet, when we went into slavery, that favor and that blessing we would have get, the Lord gave it unto people to rule over us. But when you look at Babylon the Great, it's because of the subjugation of our people. These people achieved the pinnacle of success that they have. And that all of that is due to Jacob being who he is. That blessing.
When you look at it, dogs come past us. The scripture says in 2nd Ezra 6.
Why you so up there? Why you say nothing when you are the open beauty town? I agree with something more.
Look at these nations, there is nothing. A spit and a drop falling from a vessel. To be over us. We who is the Lord firstborn. These nations over us because iniquity of the brother now we or iniquity. Make the Lord withholding good things from us. Why we in this low state? And guess what? Jake's comfortable in this. Jake's comfortable in serving among the leaders, working for minimum wage, watching all these businesses. The Chinese coming from China are coming here and being millionaires. And you born and grow up here and carry that. And you ain't go ask yourself, why is that? Why all this evil? Why all this? What we do? That is something.
Because as the brother says, they are on that they get stuck in this routine. And being at the bottom of the barrel, that is it's just natural. They don't question it anymore. Back then during slavery they might have questioned it, but in this time where they still getting a little liberty to let we say accumulate certain things, they're comfortable.
See when you say that? That's the greatest form of slavery. You realize that putting the band around your neck and your arm what happened. Could have only subdue you for so long because you have it on the neck and the foot, but their mind still focusing on freedom. So that chance for them to rebel always there. But when you change it now, you put it around their mind, but give them freedoms, certain little freedoms. They will willingly stay in the cell.
There's a reason why when you read like Willie Lynch, when you watch the plans that he draw and the things that he do to keep Jake where he is, to destroy the family and so forth, it was never a thing to be physical. Some of them was just straight mental.
Hey, I feel these heathens prospering more than all of us prospering in sleep.
Yeah.
Because Jake will work his life out. Jake will work hard for his bosses. Right? Break sleepless night because you have to say watching for riches, drive away sleep. Jake driving away sleep, working triple, double time. And who prospering? Who increasing in the riches?
But it even go back to what I say, you know, that this white man come and go in the ghettos, right? And they embracing him. But that Jake they wouldn't embrace. But that goes to show you the mentality that they still have a pity for the slave master.
Not pity. What they have is, what they still have is like reverence. What they have is like a fear for him. You understand? Because it did. It embedded in them that when they see this person, but I even go back to the curse. I what? That's how.
When Jake in these establishments and them, when Jake's in these heathens and business, the business is prospering. Yeah. KFC, all these restaurants, all these places, when Jake did, they just prosper.
Because they already had a psychological programming. And when you see the so-called white man, he is to be reverenced, he is to be revered. He has the power to actually change your circumstance. That's why, as you see, he could go anywhere and not suffer what we say we decide to go. If we go there, we go lose our life. He go there.
Talk about that man that never stay at home.
And you see, he created the ghettos. That same man.
Nobody don't understand where the ghettos come from. You would get to go back to a place where Jews dwell. He's so literally telling you, hey, all easy Jews, see? But you see, but terms that you get on so far when Jake using it for like a bad one state or like, you know, I live in the ghetto, like something, you know? But literally, ghetto just means place where Jews dwell. And it's only one particular people. Well, one particular people who you know is the Israelites. But today, when you watch the ghettos, who they see? The Negroes, the Latinos. You understand? They just be the ghetto. Heavily as well. Matter of fact, no matter wherever you see the Negroes and the Latinos is, it's a ghetto. You understand? Brazil, ghetto. Trinidad, Mexico, ghetto. You understand? You understand? just, hey, and he's just say, well, yeah, that get to who? But that's literally what word means the Jews well. So they literally calling it the Jews. You understand?
And not only that, the stigma that goes in the name that signify that where we is today, because when you say ghetto, it's like an impoverished place, you understand? And where Jake says right now, they are the bottom of the barrel.
In an impoverished state.
I mean, they manufacture the meaning. What you said it is, they change it around to think that stigma, as the scripture talk about, will be a proverb and a byword. You know, these people going to hold us in derision. They're going to think poorly of us. You know, so these words. Now, I didn't know the word ghetto means for the Jews. As well, right?
We don't want to look at that.
So I have a new respect for the word now, in all honesty. You know, and to know that how I grew up here, you would get to it was associate something
With negativity.
negative now, but you didn't want to go there, but you get to it. The worst place to be, but not knowing it's one of the signs that point that we are the children of Israel, because the Lord said He was going to put signs on us that going to show, according to Deuteronomy 28, that we are the people, because the curses fit us. The curses fit us. So this is why when we talking about the Kolora Surah and they talk about words in the, let me say, the original tongue, when it's spoken in another language, it will carry the same force, because there's something called loss in translation and transliteration, and you find the English language lacks it, because in the Hebrew we will have a word for a particular title, subject, or what have you, but in the English you see in several words for one thing, and that don't make any damn sense, because when you go into the meaning in English, it's telling you it means this here, and when you research it in another thing, it means something.
That's why people who don't speak English, they tell them their second language is always English is the hardest language.
Yeah, you understand even what English comprise of. It's French, German, Latin, and what is the next one they put in it? It's Greek. I think it's like, yeah, them four. Them four is the main one. That's why sometimes when they look up certain words in the English, they will say it come from the French word, or it come from here, or it come from here. But sometimes when they look up a Latin word, it only have one place to go back to. You understand? That is why sometimes that's why you say Hebrew, Greek, and Latin is the three important thing throughout history. With the English, they call it a bastard language, because you don't know what particular source the word will come back from.
They don't have people like Greek spoke
Greek.
Latin French spoke
Latin.
French.
Yeah.
Latino spoke Latin.
No, English is just comprised of all of them.
English was made.
Well, you're
They don't have
referring
people
to as
first.
a incomplete language, because a language they keep adding things to.
And like even like you see people making jokes of the English language. Like for example, they might say, you see, like it has certain words might be like I always bring the word like fridge and refrigerator. When you're spelling it, you don't spell the word fridge in it, right? Even so, the pronunciation is true. So now when you go to spell it, you might spell it with the word fridge in it, but you spell so, right?
Child and children.
Child and children.
You don't say children.
Yeah.
You understand?
Or sometimes you might see videos of people making joke, right? But people go laugh, but they don't understand that what they're doing is shitting up the English language, because it just don't make sense. You know, it literally don't make sense.
And that is why you just have to teach it in schools. Imagine you grew up talking a language that you still have to be taught.
Yeah.
It's a further the
Nobody does think
Yeah,
about that. Why I have to learn a language I speak it every day?
God, it's a further the indoctrination.
And then you have mental, and the Lord name is in English.
Yeah.
And Jesus is not even an English name.
And then even
Very English for me.
It's not even an English word.
wait till they realize that the J wasn't there. And they see the word Jesus. But they will say,
No, you know, they just don't care.
Just fight it tooth and
They
nail.
just don't care. They don't care.
nah, they did. I waited there. I'm going to tell you something. It don't shock me about these people. The time that we're in, it don't shock me about the breakdowns that are coming out. Just so you might hear a man say, well, we ain't supposed to be reading the Bible.
Whenever can we scripture say be simple, believe in
Every word.
everything. So not everything that sound good is the truth. Right? Scripture say prepare thyself to search. So be it an way. Right? They didn't speak English, they didn't speak their language. Lord say he love the same of yesterday and today. I tell you, Lord, you know, from a place where they color, the language is Hebrew. Why would Joseph give his son a Greek name? Now I asked a Christian this. I say, yeah, sure. He said, yes. I said, would you name your son Jinping Malik?
Because
He said no, because that is of Chinese origin. That is of some kind of Japanese name. I said, so if the Lord is a Hebrew language, he speak as Hebrew. Why would Joseph give him Jinping? They would not do that.
And look at Exodus 7. He's the Lord God of the Hebrews. He make a plain thing. I am the Lord God of the Hebrews. What they would be speaking? Who would they be worshiping? A Hebrew God. What their name would be? Right? But the Almighty is telling you that he is Hebrew. But the Lord name is not Hebrew.
You would hear all these other nations saying, you know, it's the same God and there's different name, but it all boils down to the same power. That is garbage, that is lies. It's not the same power. There's one power, Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Right? Now the scriptures say, create me in our image, in the image and likeness. But the heathens them worshiping all manner of beasts and elephant. So if we wasn't that, walk in the name after their God. But we will walk in the name of our power, Yahweh Hashem Yoshai.
So that is something people realize. Why did the other no, they were given that. We was not supposed to go there.
And they don't have a law.
Yeah.
Or they have no sin.
Yeah, they have no law. They
Until
don't
they
have
contaminate us.
yeah. So they could do that. That is why when the law was stated that when we go to the place we were supposed to do what? Rip down this,
destroy everything.
The Lord tells Joshua that we're going to only go into the land.
So how could that nation that was never given the lesson? Understand? They have no sin because they have no law. They're not of that stature to have a law, of that class.
I want you. You can read the Amos Street. The law say you only have my own one family. No, we went into slavery because we transgress. But these other nations, they were already saying how they never went into slavery. What history trying to prove that the Chinese then was in slavery, the Japanese then was in slavery, Esau was in slavery? What history tell?
They will tell you when Japan had China underneath slavery during that particular war that they had. Right? But that wasn't talking about.
It wasn't on the Atlantic slave trade.
No.
It wasn't in chains, yokes iron around the neck.
Go to Egypt.
They don't go to Egypt. They didn't build nobody's cities.
You don't know how heavy.
The key part of our house, we were building people's cities. I'm
Still doing it.
still doing it today.
You know, but I say something here too, like, which how heavy the curses is, and because they can't get away from the curses, they can never get away from Jake feeling he get away from the curses because he get a little bread. You understand? He can't get away from the curses. Jake went to the corner part of the earth, Australia, and Esau still fine.
He went to the uttermost part.
Yeah, he went to the uttermost part. Jake went to the uttermost part of Australia. You understand? And Esau still fine.
Yeah, because remember, you had to read part of the curses, you know, say, curses shall pursue you.
And overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
They can't get
Take thee to destroy, look at pursue it, means someone follow. And so no matter where you go, comment. Hey, the nation them went before. But then Esau came. Esau came and get them.
But the hatred Esau for Jacob, right? With that hatred in itself, that alone, if you hate a man that much, you wouldn't want to make sure you find him over here. How is it? See, but I will always hate him.
And there's the thing with people, like, as we was talking about names, it is accepted throughout academic circles that according to a nationality, there's particular names that is synonymous with that region, for that region. So how could we, the Hebrews, carrying English names, African names, and every other name other than Hebrew, when the Heavenly Father clearly identified for the Hebrews? Even Pharaoh identified that they are Hebrews, all of them.
Because there's some Nigerians who live there, and some of the names still have like Yadi and Enterprise and so forth. Through the history, through time, to keep that particular name. And I think to this day, they know that their particular lineage, which is the name itself, and go back to the Israelite land. You know? So that was basically
Even in the constructive language, means to translate.
Yep.
Means to go over to another language and do. That's why the Chinese Stern's name, whatever the name, you know? Jawan, whatever, or Zing, whatever. You don't come and say, well, John Travolta, Stern, or Bruce Lee, House of Wings.
You don't see
them there?
You don't see a Chinese name leave, and when he come in Trinidad, they call it
Car.
Leon.
It's car.
Don't make sense.
Anyway, you're going to be known by
Carry
the
your
name
name.
that you carry. So I need to translate.
Yeah.
You know?
In 2 Timothy 3 and 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, leading with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
So that's black because you see it with some of these other camps. I already noticed this, right? Hassan. And he pre-sorted, right? Nathan, what you following? What you is the biggest support? Woman.
Yep. Right for women too.
Because we just talked about what they concerned about the garment and looking like they are God. You know what I mean? Looking like they are God. God is dealing with us because we have. You know what I mean?
So they always fresh, they always line up. You know,
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme line up. So let's call
But
it.
the man, Hassan said the other day, what his shoes are it has been on. Like what are they what are they doing with salvation? Right? We feel brothers no dress with it. We come to do the works of the Lord.
And
You don't care what you want to appear and then
you fail to realize we in a morning state. When you're morning, you don't put on your best.
Yeah.
You don't put on your Sunday best no more.
You know, Shantan, I'm going to keep policies.
Yeah, God.
Oh,
When you just say, they know me with their lips, but they have
Far from me.
well,
Yeah.
me done, like, as you are telling me.
Scripture talking about how to make it grow in phylacteries and everything is about keeping up appearances. Scripture tell you don't trim your way to seek love. How much of the ways have they trimmed to seek the love and adoration of the public?
As you mentioned, like our scripture talking about it was in Isaiah, one of the early chapters, it say when thou that create thy face, thy lovers will pursue thee something from you. I talking about why you put on makeup and oh yeah, that was that old face. Yeah,
Yeah,
Carl.
because also the first one you are doing talk about the island. Remember that one? Let us show you, but it's, again, outer appearance is the most important thing for these people outside. It's so easy. I've got man sketch them. What can man sketch them? Just sometimes come with the best and try.
Looking
Yeah.
like yeah, but this man living what you talking about, bro.
See, right. Alright, like this. You say, read over that scripture.
Second Timothy 3 and 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
Yeah. So when you think of you talking about like the parents and so forth, right? When you want to catch a bird, right? And you dress up, you look good, right? But that's not the only thing. Next thing you have on you is what? For you to talk. And a con man is how to talk. You catch this woman, instead of talk, yeah, man to talk, yeah, man to talk sophisticated, you know, like,
Big words.
what's going on here? But you try to talk with these birds and that's it for someone. That's how easy it is to catch people. Look, the way you talk, and that is it. That is it. You know nothing else. Look, and you talk, that is it.
What you saying, you have to make
Makes
sense
sense.
once it's somewhere.
Yeah, that is scripture. So, they say the rich man, he speak things that he's not supposed to be, not even supposed to be saying. You understand? But just because he's rich, he has money, the way he look, you know what I'm saying? They will listen to it.
Can you speak in our life? People are applaud you.
Yeah. But it's, see, that was,
So when I'm rich man speaking, every man got it.
yeah.
I saw that.
So it's Surah, right? You just see with these politicians just be doing the most. But people are still being the crowd. When he
Always have a fun.
bullshit he talking.
The office for umpteen years, they do nothing. The state of the country, you know what I mean? It went down instead of going up to the priest instead of the prison. But yet in reality, it's applause, cheers. Like, you do the best one. You do the best since, you know?
My mother always used to say, when you come, baffle them with your brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. And you see Jake master the art of bullshit. You know? You just have to make it sound good. And this is why mainstream media is one of the greatest tools that he's so disposed of. He taking shit and decorating it like a sponge cake.
as I say,
Geniate.
as I say, to make it sound good, that's the reason why the mainstream media, their headline, people don't even read the news now. They just read the headline. You understand? That's why mainstream media know there's something called clickbait. There's a title that they just know that is what you want to feel catchy. You know? And again, that's what it is. All about that look, that first look. So that's come like you when I'm speaking on Sunday when the woman said we are all these prophets and all the wine and children.
Yeah.
I mean, what we supposed to
What are they doing?
They don't do anything.
Because I have another job, I mean, I'm supposed to be shopping or something.
Yes, everybody.
They're talking about one and all that.
So the way
That was Daniel. Daniel said, oh, you're talking about that.
So we actually always went on Sunday or something like that because it's such a strong thing and it's all about that look. That look. That's why a pastor is a pastor. He learned that trade, that trick of that trade to look to
How to throw people out of the money.
You know? Yeah, thinking today's salvation.
So the wallet or the pocket now.
All of these is uniforms we wear. Even this what we doing here, these are uniforms we wear. Because this is what differentiates us from the others. They will know a policeman by the uniform he wears. They will know a nurse by the uniform they wear. They did purpose of a uniform. So you will know a righteous man by the uniform he wears as well as no righteous man. This is why the Lord make it manifest. Now even more so in today's time, who is true professor? You know, we see a lot of talk pertaining to the logos of these various organizations. And persons asking, why doesn't Great Millstone have any logos?
Yes.
And the apostle say our logo is the 100% true. We don't need to put nothing. The purpose of a logo is to trademark a brand. And the purpose of a brand is for merchandise.
I'm not going to say, when you do a logo, right? In order to make a logo, right? People don't understand this. It's about high index of a logo. It's not a register logo. To make sure that that register only works, so you will get sued for copyright. That's how deep a logo goes. People just feel, yeah, I can just print a logo to the end. I said, no. You could print a logo, and if the person who owns that particular logo comes to me and say, yo, you got money for me. So that printing the logo, you gotta understand what this is a business.
And it's so wicked they could wait for you to be highly successful.
And then
that happens.
you see that with some people that wait it out and they get successful first.
We had some rapper using that name, and some person who was known by that name on the street years ago decided Rick Ross, yes.
He was a person of Masani, the original Rick Ross was a drug dealer.
This is John chapter 10, and I'm going to read from verse 7. He said, then said Yahushua unto them again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep. And that is what a good shepherd is. A man give his life for his sheep. These men are going to give their life for it. Because that is why when winter comes, they don't be on the streets. You understand? They don't be outside in certain elements.
These pastors not even going to give the last.
Yeah.
Until
Well, I'm now going to ask you to use some more. I'm now going to say, but they ain't going to help you. What's let's get a life for them? There will be said that in the car, you know, watching you and understand gay and all. Yeah, boy, the tricks on them.
Trust in the Lord and He going to provide.
The tricks on them, we go see.
I see that first sign. A woman coming out of church, a old woman, rain, blistering into the
Pastor have a party like a bus and go here. Yes, sis. Next week
Pastor
Sunday.
come out. And let's blow the woman. And he empty them. He ain't going to stop. I tell them to
You
care.
know, she goes, I not saying
That
that
might
pastor busy, man.
That might pass,
They doing the work
Yes,
and
the
all.
pastor and I about 9 of them lie down on the ground, walking on them,
Yeah.
paying belt on them, paying the ties, belt. We paying everybody. But
Go if you want in the
we make
Caribbean.
money.
Go if you want in the Caribbean. Famous video that we circulated and it say, you can't tell me all of that $20 to pay the time.
Yeah, not for Beijing, yeah, Beijing.
So very good, right?
He said advancement
Tag that one,
$236.
make news and again. Yeah, how big is that guys? Yeah, son?
What is salary?
Yeah, see, you telling me yesterday, all they do are $20 to pay there. 20. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. You know? I don't want to fight. I'm taking it dead serious.
I'm not talking for cheap royalty.
I say, listen, then they go back. I say, verse 12. I say, but he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, see the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and flee, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. And that is what they have amongst them. Or they have hireling. These men teaching for hire. So when they're not telling them about destruction, they're not telling them about the end, they're not telling them about E.S.O.T.E, they're not telling them about these things. But they're telling them about the just sow a seed and you receive a blessing. I want to know they can't get a blessing. You understand? They're not telling them about these things. So how that could ever be a good shepherd? And they say what? They say whose own the sheep are not. See the wolf coming and leave the sheep, and that is what they do all it. That is why when the job come, go on to these churches, they become what? They end up becoming a job site.
Yeah.
The churches become a mandatory job site. You know?
A true shepherd, a good shepherd will lay down his life with the sheep. A good shepherd will outside to about if one sheep lost. Where you go to? You gotta see it for that sheep.
Now once you come back, you rejoice.
You rejoice. But not these pastors. Your scripture say in Isaiah 56 and verse 10.
Yeah, can.
Right? Say his watchmen are his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs that they cannot bark. Sleeping lying down loving to slumber. And a dog that cannot bark.
It's a waste.
It's a waste of time. You can't protect you
A
from
dog
thieves.
is
You
a
can't
lamb.
protect
A
you
dog supposed to be a lamb.
from bandits.
I remember what we read my brother the one with the dog he have. I want to say I had to get rid of this dog, you know, because this dog ain't barking. Anybody come to the dog play for I come to the dog. I said, so then we go back over, you know. Say, well, all this dog eating, he said, I gonna get rid of him. So what they use having a dog and the dog not fulfilling his main purpose, which is to be an alarm, to be like a defense. The first line of defense should
To get warning.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
get
son,
warning.
that was tell. But I'm not sure something. Yeah? When you like when you mention the sheep, when you actually mind those animals and see it first, and then you get to understand the parables written here. I mind sheep. I see my neighbor mind sheep. When you get to see it, watch man. Sheep is that thing, right? When you mention that sheep go hear his voice, right? And then my neighbor tell me, say, and I come on late, don't get me shit, don't get me say, you see, go down, thing, they come. But they come because they know my thing a little bit. He come, he just make one call, boom, shh, them sheep and them, go on, right? They run up. I trying to call them, we Bill and Jones, I trying to call them sheep and them watch me so. Straight by the owner. So when then in my head, I say like, hey, boy, yeah, the Lord, when the Lord really sees something and he see it first hand, then he's going to understand how heavy it is. And when the Lord sees sheep or hear his voice, it doesn't matter who it is calling them on the side, you think, they will go straight to the Lord, right? Ox know his owner. Ask his master spirit, right? We now take dog now, when you mention dog, right? My dog, right? My own kind of dog. Pit bull, skin and so forth. But what I say is going to be the first line of defense. When somebody come in, they have to back. I don't want to dog by me that car back. You come back and give me warning so they don't know it's a purpose. They say give you food? Nah. I have a dog, I have a little bottle, right? This is just to show you how when the scriptures mention about that dog, that dumb dog, right? That dog wasn't done. I tell man, I say, hey, that pot on, but don't go by the dog. Don't go in my shirt. Nah, that dog, take. Say, hey, that dog. But when you come and mind me, the dog is first in the back. First in the back. Jake and them know that when they come, them even in the knock, and my dog get a bad scent. Smell something in front. He back in. Man, go by the dog to play, get a bite of. Take my bite, me, right? That is what the purpose you have a dog for. To give it a first warning, a little defense, warn you. And that's what the Lord trying to tell you here. Hey, you want a prophet, you want a watchman that will do what?
Watch.
That will watch and warn you. Give you warning, you don't want a dumb dog.
Yeah, not somebody you go feed your eyes distracted
Yeah.
from already
Yeah.
coming. Yeah. And who even know what you watching for?
Yeah.
You don't know that
Yeah,
know
a
what
man
you
come in the
watching
yard, he watch you. a normal person.
Yeah.
You understand that? You know what? Hey, when Kingdoms used to watch man on a tower, right? You know man sleep now.
What? Like that? Like treason? They put now not treason, and you what? You go and sleep on a watchtower, so you want to allow when the enemy to come in? It's treason.
When the prison them open, you see the guard was down taking
Yeah,
out
taking
the
out,
ticket.
so it's like,
So
you know,
all that
them
business,
catch man will torture man.
like that for you.
Yeah, just to show you.
I would have resulted in family being put
Put
to
it
death.
to you. I think to some extent, yeah, it could go down to your family.
Take the airport, but I end my life and they say I'm up on it.
Think this country that's still do that, you know. Short man, oh God. That man, that guy, yeah. Short man, yeah. He's do that, he said, so like once like you go against him, they arrest you and the entire generation. For generations to come.
Take your whole burning down.
Grab you pick your
Grab you, pick
Be a trainer, make sure you pick your
What?
You gotta make sure you clean too, otherwise
Yeah.
you can destroy
Well,
your
otherwise it's jail time, like serious jail time. You know how they refer to him, man, not as the president, you know. Supreme leader. That's how they refer to the man, supreme. What he say goes, no if, buts, maybes. Supreme leader. Not honorable doctor, you know. Supreme
And you
leader.
can't have your haircut, yeah, you gotta be like his and all that.
Yeah. You can't drive certain cars with a certain tax range, and Rolls Royce here they get in real trouble because he have a Rolls Royce and now who sanction a British car to go over and create. But you buy it through shell companies now.
For treason. When I your relative was working, he get to find out that because his uncle was trying to work to America. And your uncle wanted the position. What? Next day, he uncle go and get baby. One time, man.
He had a general who fell asleep doing a speech. He put him on to death.
Yep.
That man didn't have no trial, and that man get put to death by sunset. And general we talking about it.
Who was reading Joshua?
Right, 1 Timothy 3:8. Likewise must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy for filthy lucre.
Yeah, David the watchman, David the so-called pastor in Christian church. They were allowed. You can't tell me that in a way. When you go up on celebrity network, these pastors, 60 million, 1 point something billion.
Yeah, there's that too. Although that work can be in the million, that is supposed to be a man or the oh. You need something else.
And your congregation under the gun.
Again, is not godliness, but you have more than everybody else.
That was like when this pastor put himself when he went to serve Jesse Duplantis. Be not say when you see a man prosper. And when you read it in the next translation, it say when you see a wicked man prosper. That's when you play change. Oh, it apply both ways basically, see, you know? When the wife see the wife like,
How you combine up this one?
You can always preferable. I say that you can't man, poor man, you gotta be rich man.
Isaiah,
I believe in scripture stuff. As a rich man,
so enter into the kingdom of heaven can't. It's easier for a camel to enter through and the line. And when I was young, I always thought it was the animal.
People have money. When you have money, right, to do our work. You finish our work, what do you want? You have money. You can't want nothing else. Somebody's working and the only thing when she mind is,
Pay it.
There's no police man. All of them don't care about where this is selling or where this thing. All them care about is our money.
that's the most important part. I'm not dying for eating, you know.
Yeah,
I'm dying for eating, you know. If I see a bandit come now, I leave him that and I go in.
go
They
ahead.
are like a person who works purely for material reward.
Purely for what?
Material reward.
Now the pastor, now the teacher.
Purely for material reward.
Purely.
For praise of
Nothing
God.
else there.
You make it cash. I
How
don't
the
take card.
How you say it?
I want it in
How you say it?
cash.
Say, hey. Say, I know all they have more
More
than
than
$20.
$20.
I know all they
We
have
have
more
a
than
$20 to pay the
More
last
than 20 cheap bank account linked to the church. So every month that
so
she
you
get
pay,
paid,
it come
they
out.
take it out, they're taking it out.
Like quotes.
So we were breaking on the script with she and she was like, babe, you know, I and then take this and so forth. But like when the church now notice that we thinking with us, so forth, that's like what they will do, because if you come like they will lose money, we expect that. But that's like, you don't put down with it, we see that literally in our church, I can say with the churches, right? But literally, they're taking the people card and having the people card every month. So they have to take their money come out first. That is how the bad church was.
For their food, you can fast.
Yeah, forget food, you can fast.
You don't need your tithes.
He was in the end.
Well, a man of God.
There's message scripture, the cattle on a thousand hill is mine.
I know what I say,
Nah,
but they are
don't
the
take
only
money
ones.
there.
the fullness
They want
thereof.
a man say at time, a man say I do well if I go to church. And I pay tithes. I'm paying a chicken fair.
Yeah.
We go tell me no.
That is why
I bring one half.
I may increase.
What's your pastor you take that? Where is it? You know the white man with the evil face, but the pastor evil face.
Kenneth Copeland.
Remember in the lockdown we tell the congregation.
Slip the tithes under the door. Make sure and get that tithes in the church. He said if you had to slip it under the door, slip it under the door in an envelope.
He said that's okay. You can run away for 5 minutes and slip it under the door. See, I'll be waiting.
I'm the salary, boy. I'm not playing with the salary, man.
Keep that tight, yes.
You know what hiring is purely material.
He said the asked man, you put her on the bench. She said, so why do you have your own island and your own jet? He said, well, it's to be separated from the wicked.
When the jet he says like flying. When you take the normal class he says like flying in a metal tube full of demons.
God.
He and Jesse the planters say
Yes,
why they
yes.
have a jet because both of them is like the two witches.
Pastors.
Yeah, them
Like churches, yeah.
But I think actually if you want to look up Kenny Copeland, his money come from just from that. Go back.
You just realize I good business and say right.
Yeah. Them crackers. You know who crackers are?
That one might get you.
Yeah, that one we remember. That one we remember.
Jesse the planters actually say the reason why the Lord didn't come here because people have not been given tithes enough.
So who he does give title?
And that what the man saying, all you can go and Google that.
Yeah,
Creflo,
it's alright.
but ever see the one Creflo, right?
Yeah, Creflo Penny.
Yeah, no, but you ever see the one where when you went by TD Jakes, right?
Yeah.
And TD Jakes, boy, you know there's big up the pastor who come to visit now.
Yeah.
So Creflo, he crossy working around, so the camera man tears it. Yeah, laughing though because I go and love it on it now. So TD Jakes say, yeah, TD Jakes, take. So people start throw the money on the ground and stick by. When Creflo the money, they start slide here. The man give back. I said,
Yeah, that's from the mentor Thompson. That fella called Thompson. He's an old man now, but he used to have the congregation throw the money on the thing and he said dance across the money and Creflo and them come up.
that thing, yeah.
So them continue that same
Trend.
tradition.
Yeah.
So when them see that money, they then just go don't-ish. A lot of Nigerian pastors following in that same trend. You know, they put in a friggin' empty door frame and tell you if you want your blessing, walk through it. Now you pay all that money. Pastor didn't give him a blessing, but you know it's because they didn't have faith in him. The Lord asked for more. It's always a different excuse to give you why you didn't get any breakthrough. But Pastor, how you get any breakthrough? Because the Lord only talking to you. The Lord telling you what to tell me. Is there a barrier between me and the Lord? That he can't reach me? Because the scripture says the Lord ears is not too heavy that he cannot hear, nor his arms too short that he cannot save.
They go tell the pastor, well, I chose him, so that is why I will get this. You know how to work up yourself, you know, that is what they will do.
Yes,
Find a way to spin it.
the Lord know your heart, you know, you hold back from the Lord.
Lord, know you could have given more than that.